Coach, it is a terrific night for football as EA Sports takes us to Broncos Stadium at Mile High in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. But he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start.
Let's go!
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Wait, regular. Buzz. Here we go.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Flacco from the gun. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Switch.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this 1st quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now it's Flacco. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And now the... Third down throw incomplete as well.
Incomplete. Sets up fourth down.
Second-year punter Colby Wadman out there now for the Broncos. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Oh, it is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, lady. It's a party now. It's a party. That's it. That's it.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the rear.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Flacco. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
You draw focus.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Here's Flacco. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 41, Flacco. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Broncos were their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's first and 10 from the 12. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's first and 10 from the 12.
Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You ain't doing nothing.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Flacco looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Flacco. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Successful Start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Williams. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second. There.
It's 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes has some fond memories of playing here in Denver. In fact, one of his earliest NFL memories came here in the Mile High City. That was back in the final week of the 2017 season while Alex Smith was resting up for the playoffs. And we got a glimpse of what the young Mahomes could do. He threw for 284 yards in a 27-24 Chiefs victory. That, of course, was the first start of the career for Patrick Mahomes. On 2nd down, Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47. So don't say nothing. Switch it. Come on, baby.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Game situation, let's go.
Now Flacco. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Passing play. Flacco. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. The tackle that time by William Hayes.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey.
You got it! You got it! Ha-ha! You got it!
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Royce Freeman, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Flacco. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And McManus able to put it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check, check, check.
Now here's Mahomes. It got his man complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
First down, Kansas City.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yellow. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check 43. Sponge. Hey, 15. Wide.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is it something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Let's go, Abby. Let's go, Abby. Let me know what you got. Let's go.
Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Kill. Check that. 0-15.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Monday. Under center.
Throwing here on first down, Flacco. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
13 yards on the play. That's good for Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Lock it in. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 4. Really high.
On first down, Flacco. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be from 56 yards out. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Double. 49. Check 49. Check 3. Joker. Check. Let's go, hey. Hey, 43, 15. Box trap. It's just me and you.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Flushed out right. He's got a first down and more past the 30.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough test.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The point after is good, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Check 31, check 31.
Roger, 5-0.
On 2nd and 12, Flacco. Sanders has it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Hey, seam 6.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
You're over here. 5-0. No.
Flacco from the gun. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. You're trapped. You're trapped.
You gotta go right here.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken it around the 40. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let him know. Let him know.
Monday.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Hamilton, the 4th-round pick, had a very productive career at Penn State where he was teammates with Saquon Barkley. And the tandem of he and Cortland Sutton brings some solid youth to that Bronco receivers room. And now the 24-year-old Hamilton hoping to build on what was a 30-catch campaign from a season ago as a rookie. Chris Jones on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
That's right. 20.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
They'll go again with Lindsey. Anthony Hitchens, 2nd in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3 wide. 3 wide. 3 high.
3rd down, Flacco from the gun. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4.
Check, 47.
Easy.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Oh, you got deep?
Slam. Check. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Check.
15.
Check.
Hey, let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Flacco. Over the middle, complete. It's Lindsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30. 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Butker on for the PAT. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Makes the score, Chiefs 24, Broncos 23.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go back to Riddick. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Lock it in. Come red.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That's do it.
Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Flacco leaves to Lindsey on the draw, and he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, check.
Hey, switch gears.
Yellow.
On 2nd down at 4, Flacco. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
Come on, baby.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And 6 at the 21-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Flacco to throw. And that will be incomplete. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And McManus able to put it through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
On second down now, it's McCoy, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Next score, Chiefs 31, Broncos 26.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken very short.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Pressure mounting, Flacco. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Kansas City, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And now they'll have a few extra days.